Greetings and welcome to Botched Initiative. Here, our cast of role players steps into a world, steps in the shoes of fledgling heroes, each with his own ambitions, flaws, and dreams. Together, they will face a world burning with danger and wonder, a land called Dunia. I'm your dungeon master, Bill Lynch from OTP Games, and this episode is brought to you by Only Crits. Whether it's a 1 or a 20, the important thing is to keep rolling. Only Crits. Feed your dice goblin. When we last left our heroes, they were on their way south and decided to push through the night to make it to the abandoned village of Blizzpen, which they're familiar with. Sorsha and Jovian had been there before, and they arrive at the village and see a couple of familiar faces. Unfortunately, those faces are rotten and worm infested, as they are now zombies of the corpses of villagers killed by goblins. So as we open, we find our band of heroes walking into the village as 5 zombies shamble toward them, and there is another individual screaming and running from the zombies. So I'll have everyone roll for initiative
Ta-da.
because you're probably not going to have much success talking with goblins or zombies.
Joey and I'm at a 15.
Okay.
I'm at a 9.
Zelos is at 16.
A 6 for me.
It is not loving me right now. 1 sec. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I believe that's a 4.
How do I get with you? All right.
Okay.
What's happening? Not doing it.
Well, Zealous, you get to go first. You were able to see. Actually, you probably can't see.
Yeah.
But there are goblins, or there are, what do I keep saying goblins? Zombies. You can hear them coming from your northwest.
Let's see. Some form. All cask. Yeah, we'll do light on myself. Well, we'll do light
Okay.
on the amulet that I have around my chest,
Okay.
just to give us a source.
So you at least can see now. You still have movement if you want.
I'll be right there for right now.
Okay. Makes sense. Well, one of the zombies moves up and takes a swing at the newest individual you guys have with you, but fortunately misses badly. And Jovian, it's your turn.
Oh, beautiful. So, how far is this new individual from me? Is that within that 30 feet of range?
No.
No. I am going to let's see. I am going to now cast Wild Shape for my last
Okay.
charge. Let me see. Sorry. Get that.
What shape are you taking?
I will this time be taking the shape because the dire wolf is still in pretty bad shape. But this time I'm going to take that shape of the nice big brown bear.
Okay.
And I'm going to, and that makes me out to 40 feet. Now, would that get me? Would that 40 feet get me relatively close?
You're pretty sure.
Okay, so I will. Yeah, I'm gonna basically I'm gonna run up and try and get in front of this new individual to kind of like protect him.
Okay.
From there, I don't really have a whole lot of action or anything to be able to do, so I will just end it there.
Okay. You can tell there are a handful of zombies you can smell. You can't see very well as a bear, but you can smell, and there's several undead creatures that don't smell quite right. Tala is going to follow you, and she's going to stick by your side and bark loudly. These are undead abominations. She is not about biting into rotten flesh. She's a carnivore, not a vulture. Um, and this one is going to step up, and he's going to take a swing at you as a bear.
Huh?
His hand bounces off your thick bear hide. And Seth, you are running from zombies and now find yourself beside a bear and a wolf. You,
Hmm.
you don't have dark vision, do you?
I
Do Dragonborns have-
don't believe so. No, I don't know. I remember when we tested it, I didn't see it, but
I don't think you do.
no, I do not.
Yeah. So you saw a light source suddenly start to your southeast. You're pretty sure it's magical light. Just you have some familiar with magic, and
Mhm.
then you hear. You're pretty sure it's a bear that came running up beside you, and you also hear a wolf nearby, and you hear zombies behind you. So you're not sure what's going on, I assume. What do you do?
Oh boy. Well, at least at this point, considering I don't know what the heck's going on, I'm not sure if this bear is coming to attack me as an open source. I don't know if that wolf is also just tailing, but I definitely don't want to be a zombie. To try to gain some distance, I don't know. I know that one took a swing at me, but I don't know where they are. So I want to do Thunder Wave
Smart.
Oh shit!
if I can.
Don't hit us.
Uh,
It's not too hard to figure out. Even in darkness, you can,
Yeah.
and you have a light source. You can kind of see the silhouette of the creatures that are on your other side. So I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure you can hit the two zombies near you.
Yeah. Let me try to see if I remember how to do this. 1 second. And it doesn't let me. So on my end, it's
Try it
frozen up.
now.
I would like to use.
Try it
Oh,
now.
let's see.
Just don't
Please
let me
let
do it.
me.
I think it might be because I have the bear right on top of you. I mean, literally right on top of you.
Yeah.
See if zooming in helps. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Alrighty. So where is it? Where is it? Um, just a moment.
Did you What happened to you?
I don't know.
You're trying to do thunder wave? Let me do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't like me, I swear.
Let's say you thunder wave about there. And these two guys need to make saving throws. Oh. Okay, so one zombie made it.
Oh, don't like that.
But the other one, let me take care of this now. So the zombie closest to you made his saving throw.
No, the zombies.
Mm.
But the zombie further away from you did not make a saving throw. And he's knocked 10 feet away from you. All right. Sorsha, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to cast Armor of Agathis on
Okay.
myself. And then I'm going to move as close as I can to Jovian and Tala.
Okay.
And then that should end my turn, right?
You can get right there. You have the bear to your immediate right, and then this new person up in front of you to your left.
Okay.
Okay. Solomon.
All right. So Solomon, let's see. Can I reach that one? I can reach that one. So, just from all the fighting and everything, he's getting very annoyed, and he can't let out. And then he's going to rage.
Yeah.
If my thing wants to load,
Right.
I will rage.
You move up.
Oh.
You can get up. Here. Okay.
Yes, usability. All right, finally loaded. I think I did. Oh, yes,
There you go.
usability. Okay. Yes, and then I have a. I'll only be using my hand axe since I have a torch in the other one. And then.
Oh,
Boom!
Nope.
Love it.
That 3 plus 6, I think 9. So probably not.
that actually hits. These are zombies. They're not too
Ooh.
hard to hit.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's,
cool.
You swing wildly, but they kind of step into it. So
Awesome. Oh, no, not attack again. Damage. So 8 damage.
Nice.
yeah, it should be a little bit more than that, right? Because you're raging.
I don't think so. That's what came up on
Actually-
here. So
Yeah. I believe it's
Oh.
plus 2 more. at
oh yeah,
first
for
level.
the rage table, huh?
Yep.
Yes.
Bonus
Yeah, it should
damage.
be. It should be 2 more.
Okay.
So yeah, so 10.
You hack into his neck. His head kind of wobbles around, but he's still up. And now their turn. So here's one lumbers towards you. And throws back one of his hands and swings at you. And he hits.
Oof.
He hits you for 5 damage. You don't have. You have resistance blood if you're slashing, so you only take half that damage. Oh, whoops.
So
How much damage did I take?
2.
2? So
Yeah.
I'm at 25. Oh, already
not
changed.
bad, not
Cool.
bad.
Okay. Another zombie. I think he's going to come down and attack the bear because he doesn't know he should be scared of the bear.
Go ahead, come closer. Come closer.
And he hits. He smacks into the bear.
How much damage we taking?
7.
7. Ooh. Look at this guy.
What is it not doing that? Okay. Which isn't too much for a bear. The last zombie's going to come over and attack your wolf.
Yeah, oh, he's getting it.
Oh! It's a 20, not natural 20, but a 20.
Oof. Don't you dare kill my. Oh,
Oh, and she is hurt pretty badly.
this now.
Zealous, back to you.
Let's see.
You see your friends all engaged with several zombies.
One second. Trying to move there.
Yeah.
I'll move right about there.
Okay.
And I'll cast Protection from Good and Evil
Okay.
on myself as I make a slight prayer to Renville, asking for her to steady my hand. And everybody's still standing. That's what I'll do for my portion right now.
Okay. Let's see. The zombie that was thunder waved out comes lumbering forward towards the bard.
Yeah.
And he hits.
No.
Slams. Hits you for 7 damage, which is
My legs.
significant for a second level bard. Jovian, your turn.
All right. The one that hit it's kind of dark because I can't really see anything on the foundry here, but the zombie that hit Tala,
Mhm.
I would like to multi-attack.
Okay. You gotta move up just a bit, but
Yeah.
you're not gonna draw any opportunity attacks. You're not leaving anyone's threatened area, so
So I'm gonna multi-attack the zombie that hit Tala.
go ahead.
Roll for attack. Oh, beautiful. 14.
14 hits pretty easily.
That's with the bite and then a D8. My D8. There it is. Okay. D8. plus 6. So plus 4 actually. So 2 plus 4, so that'd be 6 for the
Okay.
bite.
You bite into its flesh and it's rotten
Doesn't taste good.
flesh.
Definitely doesn't taste good.
You understand why Tala didn't bite it earlier.
And then hit with the claws. Do I have to roll for attack again?
Mhm.
For the claws? Okay.
Each one, yep. Was it 2 claw attacks or 1 claw attack?
Okay, so 17 to hit.
Oh yeah.
And then 2d6 is 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
Oof.
It is not in good shape. And Tala is encouraged. And she tries to attack it too. Oh, and she actually has advantage. Let me roll again and see if she got a crit, because she should have advantage on that attack. Not quite. But she hits.
Come on, Tala.
And now the zombie gets to roll a constitution save.
Don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get it.
She
Come on,
did.
Tala.
It did not get it, so
Sweet. Nice.
she rips off its arm that stops it.
There you go, Tala.
Okay. The zombie that first attacked your new friend, maybe. He hits again. It slams you for 4 damage. And Seth, it's now your turn. You're at 4 hit points.
Oh my Lord, have mercy. What am I doing? I can't be here. I don't know who these people are. But I like the barbarian. So what I'm gonna do is I would like to move and get some distance.
Now remember, if you move, you're gonna draw opportunity attacks.
From moving, drawing 2 attacks? Ooh.
If you
In that-
leave their threatened area,
Yeah, then it draws attacks.
In
In that case, instead, I'm probably one action continues. I believe I'll use another thunder wave
okay. You have a
on the
bonus
3
action too.
zombies. I
You have to
do.
give you a hint what you should do with your bonus action if you're a bard. Pretty much
Yes,
every combat.
I will heal myself for sure.
No, I meant
In
give
song.
somebody inspiration.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
One of
Wait,
the
is that the bonus?
one or the other. Do something.
I can't
Heal
remember
or inspire. One of the two.
what to do in this moment. I'll go ahead and inspire. I would like to inspire. The barbarian being closest to the zombies, I would like to enable him. Is that it? Am I thinking this correctly?
Yeah, he gets to add a D6 to an attack roll or saving throw. It's gonna be an attack roll.
Okay.
And he can do it like say he rolls a 7. He can then say, I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Whoa. The version I'm looking at is not helping me out here. Let me see. Let's see. I will use that inspiration though.
I don't know where she's at actually.
Can't create creatures.
He's not in that list.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use Bardic Inspiration and Thunder Wave.
Okay. And you can see pretty well now, so you can put your thunder wave wherever you want.
Okay.
Is thunder working for you right now?
I hope it lets me. Give me a second. Let me see. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not good. Bleeding. Yes, not letting me. It's a little on the slow end for me.
Okay, I'll do it. It's working for me. So. You can flip this around and get 3 of them in it.
58 for
So a little damage for you. Oh, much better. So 14 damage. Now let's see
Nice.
how many of them save.
You need to hit and then both of them are D10. You use the same.
Zombies, unfortunately. Ooh. So one of them made a saving throw.
Okay.
Oh no!
But the other 2 did not. Okay. Oh, he's still up.
Sweeney. Sweeney.
So 2 of them get knocked 10 feet away from you. One of them, he should be dead, but he's got zombie fortitude, so undead fortitude, so he's not.
Oh.
He's stunned, but he kind of comes back at you. And Sorsha, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to move as close as I can to our new friend.
Okay.
And I pull out a long sword, 2-handed, and I will slash whichever zombie is closest to him.
Okay. Only one's closest to him is the one that's barely up.
Yes. And since it's dual-handed, for damage, I rolled a 9. And
What'd you roll to hit?
It's a D20 to hit, right? Or
Yep.
is it D10? Okay, so roll that.
14.
14.
That hits.
And then what was your damage?
9.
Her damage was 9.
You come up and swing and lop off its head, and it falls.
That's the official kill, right?
Yeah. That's one dead zombie.
You are blooded.
Okay. Solomon. Now, if you want, Solomon, I can tell you, you can just drop your hand axe and your torch, because this sometimes there's a hazard with dropping a torch, but as long as you don't, roll around on top of it, and this area's already been pretty thoroughly burned by goblins, so you're not going to set anything on fire. So if you want to drop those and to pull out your 2-handed axe and start swinging at things, you can do that if you want.
Yeah, I'll whip out my great axe.
Okay.
And
Go for that one.
yep, that one.
That
12.
hits.
And then some damage. 27, so 9 damage on that one.
You hack into its shoulder and cut down to about, enough to kill normal person, but he is still there. And he's going to try attacking you. And he misses because his body's so hacked up from your axe, he can't actually use his arms very effectively.
Holding the axe in him. Keep away. Keep away.
Oh.
There's one. Oh,
Ew, so gross.
and one gets a critical hit against the bear.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oof.
How much damage is that?
Slams into you for 10 damage. You're still up.
Yeah. That's,
You're not terribly happy.
no.
Okay, Zealous. There are 3 zombies still.
Okay.
Abominations to your religion.
Yeah.
I'll
So your D20.
Uh-huh.
Plus something, but you would hit him anyway.
see.
Didn't matter.
The one that's in the very far back, is that like a destroyed building that he's inside, or
Yeah, and it's just a shell of a building. There's nothing really.
okay? Gotcha. Since I see the new friend kind of bloodied and damaged and not looking too good, I'll do firebolts at the zombie
Okay.
closest to him.
You hit.
Playing the loot during a zombie fight
8 points
is
of damage.
absolutely hilarious.
I told you, bardic inspiration. I'm just lying there on the ground.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
your
see.
farewell.
Oh, he just barely misses his save. You hit him with fire and he falls dead. Well,
Eat.
undead.
Sweet. Then
Oh yeah.
go right there.
Okay. Well then he's going to attack you.
Yep, that'll be it for Zealous.
That'd be what? Okay. What's armor class? No, he doesn't.
Mhm.
He slams into you, bounces off your
18.
armor. So, Jovian, it's to you now.
He'll have disadvantage on attacks too.
I really missed him.
I am going to, so from the looks of it, I'm going to move to.
There's one
there's
right in
not-
front of you.
Oh, one right in front of me. All right, I'm gonna multi-attack him.
Okay.
So on the first one to bite. Ooh. 6, 8. 10 to hit.
That hits. These are not hard to hit. It's hard to take down.
And then a D8. What did I do with my D8? There we go. D8. Ooh, nice. 11 damage.
Okay.
For piercing on the bite. And then 12 to hit.
That hits.
Then 2d6. 5 plus 4. So 9 slashing damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No. I'm gonna hold the ground.
Okay. Tala sees you fighting this thing, and she's going to come running up and attack with advantage because of pack tactics.
Oh, Tala.
Oh, 18 and 19.
Yeah, girl.
Definitely hits.
Atta girl.
Okay. She hits it. Now, does it make its saving throw? He makes his saving throw, so he is at 1 hit point.
Good girl.
Okay, Seth. There are 2 zombies left. One fairly close to you and one just a little bit further away.
Let me see. What I would like to do, while I am still giving out bardic inspiration, to, I would say, considering close proximity to Tala jumping in front of me. Let me see. What would I like to do? I can attack, I can heal. I'd like to do healing word on Tala, if possible.
Oh yeah.
So I will do that.
Go ahead and roll.
My rolling is sucking right now, but I will do my best. Let me see.
D4.
One sec. Before you say. Oh. One sec, one sec. Roll.
Okay. Plus your charisma modifier, and she feels much better. Anything else?
I would also like to. Let me see. What else can I?
One.
At the current moment, I would still like. I would actually probably take my rapier if I can and attack the zombie closest to me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. Shouldn't be hard. That'll do it.
I don't know what I rolled, but it sounds good.
17. So.
Oh, excellent. And then that would be 1d4 plus 2. Oh no, 1d8 plus 2 plus 4.
You pierce it right through the heart and pull it out. Doesn't seem to affect him.
That's disgusting.
Sorsha, there are 2 more zombies.
All
One
right.
seems really determined not to die.
Which one has the most hit points?
If neither one of them have very many hit points, they're just not going down. You can, I mean, these, if these were, orcs or goblins or gnolls, they'd be dead now. But they're zombies, so they're already dead.
All right. Whichever one is closest, I will Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I rolled a 10 to hit.
That hits.
And 6 damage.
You blast him. And he's still coming at you.
Oh my gosh.
He's rolling really well on his Constitution saves. Hey,
He's keeping
Solomon.
that one. He is determined to stay alive.
We'll head to this zombie.
Okay.
And then use another great axe attack. 7 plus 13.
That hits.
And then damage. Let's go back up. 6 plus 2 plus 4, 12 damage.
Okay. Again, you hack into him. It goes right into his chest. He doesn't go down.
These conversations, these zombies are ridiculous right now.
Oh, he actually hits the brown bear.
Oh no.
Just barely with a slam attack. For 7 more damage.
Oh, little bastard. All right.
Zealous. There's one abomination in front of you and one off to your
Let's
side.
see. If I go for the one that's attacking the brown bear, that's still made normal. It's not within disadvantage range, correct?
With what?
Let's see.
What would you attack with?
Oh, firebolt.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Firebolt. On that one. Okay. Then yep, he'll conjure another flame and hit that one that's attacking the bear. Sweet. It's what did I just roll? 24 to hit. Okay, yeah. 24 to hit.
That hits. He's sent a firebolt directly into his back because he's fighting
And
the
for
bear.
7 points of damage.
And he falls down.
That's enough.
Yes.
Fire.
Oh, thank God.
And
Zombie corpse on fire. That's fine.
yep, that's it for me.
Okay, this one that's being attacked apart by the barbarian turns around to attack you because it senses oof, and he misses terribly. And your protection spell keeps you from getting hit. So Jovian,
All right,
there's
let's
one
see if I
left.
can put this son of a bitch down.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to that almost completely decapitated zombie, but it's still walking around.
Okay.
Hack marks all into him. I hit multi attack again. I don't care if it's an overkill. I'm sick and tired of this zombie still being alive. I'm gonna actually start with the claws this time.
Okay.
10 to hit.
That hits.
2d6. Yes. So that's 15 slashing damage.
You rip him apart and he just kind of falls apart in your claws.
Thank God.
Yes.
Is the battle over?
Yes. You look around. There's this. So, Seth, you see now this bear that just ripped apart somebody, and the wolf that you healed kind of goes over by the bear and is looking at you suspiciously. And there are a few other individuals kind of looking at you. Nobody said anything yet.
Can I revert back to normal form?
Sure, if you want.
Yeah, I will revert back to my regular form.
So this bear transforms into a half elf. You can all describe yourselves. What there's a torch burning, so even though it doesn't have dark vision, you can all see each other now.
Well, that was close. Thank you, guys. I don't know where y'all came from, but you saved me the nick of time. Ooh, thank you. I am indebted to you because is that my spleen? Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, thank you, guys. I did definitely. Where are you guys coming from?
Well, coming from up north, but it's very interesting seeing a dragonborn in these parts.
Alone.
Where are you coming from, and what brought you to this village?
So for myself, I was with another group of friends, and uh, quite some time ago, we ran into some trouble. They essentially said there was nothing they can do to help me, and that I should seek help, shelter, just pretty much get out of Dodge until everything mulls over. Um, During my travels, I came across our lovely undead fellows that are now everywhere. Um, is your hand okay, by the way? That seemed weird that they're just sticking to your claw like before you shifted back. Like, are you good?
Uh, we've definitely have had better days, but def- we're, we're good. We're fine. The question is, are you okay?
Uh, in time. Yeah, it's just
You are
need a little
where?
sleep. I'm exhausted, tired, frightened, but thankful
He
that you
is
guys showed up.
he is obviously the worst looking out of all of you. He's been
Yeah.
badly eaten by the zombies. He has some like claw marks and teeth marks, and Solomon has like a scratch on his cheek, and that's about it.
Let me see. Can I cast Cure Wounds on him?
I think so. You have a spell slot left, right?
Yeah, I got one spell slot left. Yeah,
Sure.
so I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. Get a D8 plus 4, 7, 8, 11.
Okay. So he summons the power of his deity and lays hands on you, and you are pretty close. I think you're at full health. All your wounds magically stitch themselves back together, and you feel much better.
Feel better now, friend.
All right. Ooh, so that's how it feels. Thank you. Wow, I've been doing that for so many people. I usually forget to do it for myself.
We can
Thank you.
tell.
Sorry, introductions
Oh.
are kind of awful for me. I'm usually just, yeah, sorry. My name is Seth. Seth Salazar. Uh, I've been traveling, as an entertainer for quite some time. It's just not very many people became fond of my entertainment when I started calling out some pretty powerful people for what they were doing. So yeah, so then I've been on the run, usually try to keep myself quiet on the low for a little bit, but just hope I can push myself to a better position in life as soon as I can, just keep adventuring as much as I can. You never have too much fun on an adventure, including being chased down by the undead. So thank you. What are all of your names?
I'm Jovian. Jovian Praxis.
Shosha Blackheart.
Pleasure.
Zealous. Divas Patio.
I am Solomon.
Solomon, thank you.
Yes.
Is it? Hold on. Where is Gray?
Yeah.
Who?
Probably still asleep somewhere. Who knows?
Y'all
The
have
wizard
To
just kind of
clear the
hanging out in the
air.
background. He seems above all of you.
Our elf friend over there is also Solomon, but we call him Gray.
so there's two Solomons.
And this
Oh
is
yes. No
Solomon
confusion.
Thatcher.
Okay.
That's why.
Got it. At least we have the distinction now. Can be
It
confusing.
was definitely a confusing pain in the ass earlier, but since it is now fixed, Thatcher Gray makes things a little bit easier.
As it should. Definitely. Thank you very much for again, I don't know how I can repay you guys enough in this moment. By any
No.
chance, Are you guys heading anywhere particularly safe?
Well,
Safe? That
it
is a
seems to be
stretch.
wherever we go is unsafe.
Okay.
we,
Well,
we want
seeing
to
as
be
it's
safe.
Is
absolutely,
it going to be safer with us than by yourself? Probably.
Yes.
I agree with this.
I-
Let's do this. Because I don't want to seem like too much of a burden for you.
You already have been.
Well, you're not wrong, sir. And
Nice
but
zealous.
not for your wolf,
Shit.
sir. I've been helpful for the wolf. I tried playing some inspiring tunes for you. I don't know if it worked. Kind of new at this trying to inspire others thing. Usually I just play a show and go on about my business, but would you mind if I tag along with you at least to the next village, just to at least know for sure, more or less, if I'm safe?
That's
I
good,
don't
of course.
see. We've been helping out everybody that we can so far. One more is not going to kill us. Well, hopefully it won't kill us this time. And so we've
Who
been very
died?
close recently. Again, I'm taking a look around, just in case of the anything else. Can I also use Druidcraft to kind of see weather-wise what everything is looking like, for at least for the immediate area?
Sure. Roll percentile.
What's that? Is that would D
Don't-
2d10s.
2d10s?
Yep. The 10, 20, 31 and the other one.
So 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10 total.
Well, what was it, a 10 and then a 0, or
No, it was a 7 and a 3.
which was one of 70 and one of 30, or which is
Oh no,
which?
one of oh okay. So hold on. So single, so 7 single, and then for the zeros,
37.
I didn't do the percents. Well, let's see. 50 for that one.
Okay. It's going to be misting rain tomorrow. Nothing too bad.
Not too bad. Well, friends, weather's going to be nice tonight. Tomorrow may be a little bit more wet, but considering everything that we have done so far, with not a whole hell of a lot of rest, I would suggest, if it's okay with you guys, we tend to make camp and then proceed early in the morning.
Now, Zealous, you know that these zombies, your best guess is these weren't animated by somebody. It's just the fact that they didn't receive a proper burial
Yeah.
that they came back. So
Yeah.
you would probably want to perform burials on them in the morning. Well, it's going to take a while to get 5 bodies buried.
Oh, don't
And
worry.
even
I have the bard.
looking around, you can also see dozens of goblin bodies, which need some sort of ceremony or something done to them to prevent them from possibly animating.
Yep.
A bonfire.
Zealous will. I'm all for setting up camp. I'm just gonna take our new volunteer here, and if anybody else wants to, just help me dig a couple holes, so we can properly make sure that this doesn't happen again, and give them a proper rest, so they may join the cycle with that lovely, lovely goddess.
Could I
Well,
possibly
I'll
just sing a song while everyone to inspire your
You're
spirits while we
shoveling.
do this? Okay,
help.
just a suggestion. I will shovel.
It's about 9 o'clock at night, so you're not going to get it done tonight. You can and you can make camp if you want I would assume you guys would set up inside one of these buildings. Even it's just the wall's like a foot or two high, but at least you know where everyone is if you're inside a building.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not really much of a building. Are you going to start a campfire?
Yeah, I can also put druid
Yeah, you
craft.
guys. Yeah, you guys
Sure.
can start a fire. No problem. There's plenty of wood here, and you guys have.
Everything's already been torched.
Yeah, I already have my torch that I probably picked back up. So
I have light that I can cast too.
Well, you
They're
guys.
on intervals.
There's no problem starting. You guys have prestidigitation and druidcraft, so you can get a campfire started without any trouble. What's the order of watch? I'm assuming you have a watch.
Oh yeah.
Or if we all help out with the burial of the bodies and stuff, would that make things a little bit quicker, or would?
How many
it
shovels
kinda-
do you have?
Uh,
I don't even know if I have a shovel.
let me check.
Mhm.
I got one.
I have a shovel.
Okay.
So I have one.
I do not have a shovel.
Nope.
Adventure.
I have my hands.
Okay. Well, I guess while they're burying the bodies, I can, if I don't have a shovel or anything like that, I can at least be the first watch, making sure that everything's okay while they're getting that done.
And then
Okay.
I'll take a second.
Okay. Are you guys gonna try to dig through the night, or are you just gonna sleep and then shovel in the morning when you have daylight?
May I suggest we do that? We have a rest, just a simple rest, and while we're resting, I can play a song. Usually, it helps with the healing process because I know I'm not the only one that had wounds in this recent battle. So I'll play a quick song.
Will we be fine
we
over the
rest.
night, Zealous?
I was just about to ask him the same thing. Would we be okay?
We should be fine. I mean, I'll still work on the fresher ones, and I'll say a prayer for them all before I rest.
Okay. Cool. Sounds like that should be the best idea. Let's get us some rest, especially considering all of the mayhem and chaos that we've been through these past few hours. Good rest, and then we'll...
Two days I've been on this island.
Not a very good introduction for you, is it, Thatcher?
We've been attacked 3 separate times already.
3, you say?
Yeah.
You wanted to
It's been
join.
pretty slow.
Okay. You guys make it through the night without any sort of interruption.
Short rest, long rest.
Long rest. Y'all get a long rest.
Ooh. And then I have to cast the animal friendship on Talo again.
Yep. You all notice him feeding her a little bit of food and saying some words to her in the morning. Zealous prays, gets his spells back from Renville.
I'll just pray to Gaia to guide us.
So you have one shovel. Is that right?
I think so, yes.
Okay. It's going to take you pretty much all day to dig 5 graves and at least dig shallow graves for the dozens of goblins. But you spend a good day, and trading off the shovel, it's not that exhausting, but you get it done.
Yay.
And it takes pretty much most of the day, so it's starting to get dark. And you guys finish up. A little bit of fog rolling in.
It is gonna get a little wet soon.
It's
Or
starting to
Bard
get
is
dark.
serenading us with. Let's see.
I'm assuming when we, like, while we weren't shoveling, we kind of could look around the village.
hmm
Were there any buildings that were a little bit better than this to, like, move camp
No,
to?
not really.
No.
The goblins did a pretty thorough job destroying everything.
The last time we were here, this was definitely a place of hell. Doesn't look like it got any better up until this point. Well, what roughly what time of day are we in right now?
It's about 7 o'clock. Gets dark pretty early. It's winter time, so it gets dark fairly early.
Okay.
It's just coming around 7 o'clock. Why would you guys?
Well,
The druid
all-
has been able to find, there is some food left over from the villagers, and you'll be able to forage some, wild plant stuff. So you've all had something to eat. There's plenty of water that you guys can gather.
what do you think? Should we continue to move at least for a few more hours? Because to be honest, as it gets dark, I really don't want to be out at night and possibly deal with another chaotic creature again. Should we wait till the morning, or should we trek through at least a little bit further?
I don't think any of us
Do you know if there was
where-
by chance another village nearby?
From the people we talked to the last time we were here, there is one. I'm not exactly sure. Do I remember if it was close or not?
Not to the south. There's no more villages to the south that are close.
Mm.
The villages east and west each way, but to the south, this is kind of the extent of how far they've gone in this particular spoke.
Well, from what I remember, going further south, we're not going to find much for a very long time. Although, to the east and west, there are some places that are a little bit closer. But again, completely up to you guys. I would rather not have to fight again for at least a little while.
I have no qualms traveling at night. I'll ask for Renville's light, but we're more likely to be attacked while we're on traveling. So it's entirely up to.
And then,
But
we had no problems last night, so I think staying here another night would be okay.
especially with the proper burials in place, we don't have any undead to worry about this time.
Yes.
probably
Probably.
shouldn't.
Oh, Gaia, watch over us.
So you guys are staying here for the night?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take one more night.
Do you light a campfire?
Sure.
It's-
Keep us warm, and if it's gonna be,
Misting, right?
it's gonna be misting and getting a little wet. So yeah, that's well. First of all, the building that we in, does it have a roof at least?
No.
No. Okay.
They were
then having a
thatched roofs.
camp-
Roofs are the first thing to go. It's just straw.
All right.
We might have to do no fire.
It's gonna be wet. We're gonna have the fire's not gonna last very long with the weather that's coming. But
Well, it's going to be misting rain. You shouldn't have any trouble keeping a fire going.
Okay.
okay. And if it goes out, we can just bring it back up. So
So,
yeah, we'll keep a campfire to keep us as warm as we can. and then head out first light.
Everybody roll a perception check.
Oh, great. Fuck, something's coming. Son of a bitch.
Always.
Cocked.
Perception.
See.
You can all hear Solomon
I
snoring.
have a
Yep.
12.
I have a 10.
S-
That's dear.
so
I'm out.
I got a 14
Yeah, what?
perception. 14 perception.
Okay.
18.
Oh, so 18. You hear
13.
sounds of two people arguing off the distance, seem to be coming closer.
Who hears it? Zealous or
Zealous does.
Zealous does?
I'll go through and try to quietly nudge them all awake, beginning with.
You guys, Solomon's the only
That
one's asleep
person.
now. Everyone else is still awake.
Oh, never mind. We'll leave Seth asleep. Yep.
It's like 8 o'clock still.
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
I'll notify them all about what I hear in the distance
Okay.
and tell the bard to shut up.
Sorry.
Stop playing the lute.
Does anyone do anything about the campfire?
I'll put the campfire out.
Okay. You can do that with
Druidcraft.
Druidcraft
Yep.
immediately. Okay, so you all listen and you hear two voices. Go ahead and roll perception again now that you're all listening for it. See what you can make out.
Let's go.
What's passive perception for me?
9.
Passive is just 10 plus whatever your modifier is.
18.
Oh, okay.
24.
23.
Oh, holy cow.
18.
Okay, so some of you hear pretty clearly. One of the voices is saying, "Told you those goblins were stupid. I don't care what the bugbear said." I was saying, the bugbear knew what he was doing. If they just listened better, it'd been fine. Well, now we're just wandering here without anything to eat. All the villages are gone. How are we going to get through? I'm starving. If you didn't eat so much, you would be hungry. You should save more. Everybody go ahead and roll a... and hear these voices coming closer to you, and something large is approaching.
Oh, shit.
Are we rolling perception again?
Yeah.
23.
17.
Natural 20.
11.
Okay.
Yeah, she got natural 20.
Sorsha, you see like
I got this.
a 15-foot figure lumbering towards you. Kind of see its silhouette in the darkness. And it stops suddenly. You smell that? You couldn't smell anything. No, I smell elf. You're right.
What we do just-
Where is it?
Tell us
I don't know.
I see two large figures approaching us, and I try to nudge everyone.
You see one large figure approaching,
Oh,
you,
one, sorry.
but it has two heads.
Oh, what? You said it's a large figure. How large?
Large. 2 heads.
What?
Go ahead and roll initiative. I mean, you
Oh, man.
see
I got
what
15.
order things going. What's that?
I got 15.
Same. 15.
19.
I got,
22.
Seth, Holy cow. Seth got a what?
15.
Okay. And Jovi got a 15 too?
Yeah, 15 years old.
Tall 15. Zel, what did Zealous get?
I got 7.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
So, Sorsha, you can see this thing. It's on the edge of your dark vision, and it seems to be walking towards your group. What do you do?
We're in battle. Okay.
Well, it just determines who gets to go when. What are your actions? You can run away, turn into a chase. You can try to negotiate. That is initiative orders. Who gets to go? Who gets to decide what you're going to do next?
Who goes there?
And
You choose
you
to
see
yell
these
at
two
the thing.
heads look at you. That's what I smell. And it starts coming at you.
Eldritch.
You still have the
I'll
initiative, so you can act first.
do Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Mm,
Do you want to do something with your bonus action before that?
yes. I will cast Hex.
Okay.
And
What ability score are you giving him disadvantage on? It doesn't really matter.
The
Something to
size
think about.
of it should, I mean,
I'm gonna go with Dexterity.
Okay.
Now I need help on this one. Okay, so D10. Where is it?
20 to hit. So,
18 to hit
Okay.
and 13 damage.
Does that include the plus D6?
36.
1.
Okay, so 14 total.
14. Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. He seems unhappy. Anything else? You gonna move?
No, I'm gonna stay with everyone.
Okay. Solomon.
So Solomon sees this huge thing and kind of a wave of like fear comes over, and that just boils something. And he goes to rage.
Okay.
So I'll use that.
Thatcher has some of the friendliest rages I've ever seen.
Yeah. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. And then I'll I think I can get up to him, can't I?
Is
that in distance of 40 feet? No?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll
You
go.
throw a javelin.
Yeah, I'll go up to here in front of everybody.
Okay.
And then, yeah. And then throw my javelin. So we need that.
Nice.
And then damage. Nine damage with
Okay.
javelin.
You stick your javelin in him, and he seems angry. He comes running up to you.
Jesus Christ, that thing is huge.
Yes, that thing is huge, not just large. And he's going to swing two things at you. He swings a battle axe.
Thatcher.
Yeesh. At 25 hits.
Oh, yeah, I think it does.
So he smacks you for 14 damage with the battle axe.
One shot.
And then it's a very crude battle axe, but it's effective.
Mm,
And then he swings this big club that acts as a morning star.
mm.
And that hits you for 14 damage. So you see the barbarian run up in front of you all and hits twice, and he falls down.
That with
Oh wait,
because
yeah.
I'm
So I got to give you back
because I'm
points.
raging. So
Yep.
I only should
so
take
that was
half damage, I think, for both of them.
Yeah, so you get 14
Rage
damage.
Ugh. Ugh. Owie.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So he should have dropped, but because he's so angry, he stays up. Seth, your turn.
All right, first thing I'm doing is bardic inspiration. We're gonna make sure that that doesn't happen again. Additionally, what I would like to throw out there is unfortunate because of, let me see, bardic inspiration. I'd also like to do healing word on Thatcher.
Again, you're over
You have to do one or the other because Bardic Inspiration is a
Oh.
bonus action, right?
Yeah. For bardic, yes.
Yeah. So you
No.
it- pretty
Oh,
sure
you're
Bardic
right. You're right.
Inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can healing word or inspiration.
Yeah, I'll do bardic inspiration,
Okay.
and then I will throw a dagger.
Okay.
Move at least if I can get within range and throw a dagger.
You can step up and throw a dagger. And still have room to step back if you want. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Going to hit. This would be 16.
That hits. So a D4 plus your dex.
Alrighty. That will be 3.
Okay. So you.
Oh, plus dex? Wait a minute.
Yep.
That'll be 6 then.
Okay.
No? Yes?
You stick
Yeah,
a little
that'll be
dagger
6.
in him and then step back.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
Jovian, your turn.
I'm going to. Obviously, this is a very big creature, so I need to get big with it. So I'm going to wild shape into my direwolf form.
Okay.
I am going to move next to Thatcher, who's right in front of him, right in front of the creature.
So you'll have
And then I will bite with pack tactics, advantage on attack. So 17 to hit.
Okay.
And then 2d6. Nice. So 14 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then they have to complete a
Strength saving throw.
DC 13.
Oh boy. You got a 23. He's good. Okay. Tala sees you And she runs up and she attacks with advantage because of pack tactics. And she hits him. Sinks her teeth in. And he has to roll a strength saving throw against hers too, just for fun. So the 8-foot-long direwolf comes running up and bites him, and he shrugs it off. And then the regular sized wolf comes up and nips his ankle and knocks him over. So he falls prone.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Giant's prone. Sweet.
Zealous, your turn.
Let's see. Is he by chance wearing any metal?
Not any significant. I'm sure he's got a
Your modifier.
ring somewhere, but you can't really see it.
Okay, so no actual armor. So we'll do
Nice.
prone. Bonus action, Shield of Faith on myself, and
Okay.
then do Shocking Grasp on him.
Okay.
Nice.
He's prone, so melee attacks are at advantage.
Sweet.
And when you guys are fighting a huge creature who's knocked prone, by the rules, you have disadvantage on ranged attacks, but he's huge. It's hard. You still, I'm not going to make you have disadvantage on, we're going to use common sense a little bit.
All right.
Here, I'll just go with 13 plus 7.
Nothing to do.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
For 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And that will be. That'll be it.
Okay. Sorsha, back to you.
All right. I'm going to Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
And I've got
Roll again because it's advantage.
No, ranged attacks aren't an advantage. If she goes up to melee, so
I
Eldritch
had
Blast
6.
can't have advantage, but I'm just not going to make you have disadvantage, even though he's prone, because
13.
he's a 15-foot tall giant.
13 to hit,
That
and
hits.
then 5 and 11. What? 6 necrotic.
So 11 for damage, and then 5 additional for the necrotic for the hex.
Okay. Okay. He's unhappy. Solomon, there's a prone giant.
Yes, there is. I'll doing good old axe attack. My battle
Okay.
or my great axe attack in the name of Quador. And then so advantage. Double 15, so 21.
Nice.
That
Woo.
hits.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to add my extra 2 damage last time.
Okay. I'll
So
add that.
yeah.
Wouldn't have
I
killed
forgot.
him.
Yeah, I figured. And then battle axe. Where's my battle axe? They're great axe damage. And then 13 damage for that.
You stick it into his belly, and he shudders and goes limp. He's dead.
Ah!
Why did the zombies? Why
It's
were
not-
those harder?
It's that ankle.
Yep.
I got him.
Got the Achilles heel. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The one zombie kept rolling like, over 20 on his Constitution saves, but he just wouldn't die.
So the giant's down.
You woke me up for that, my friend Zealous.
We hit you pretty hard.
In my defense,
Yeah.
You're at about half hit points, so
Yeah.
you do look worse for wear, so I think it was justified.
We're out of battle, right? It's over.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're done. All right, I'm gonna revert back
Okay.
into my normal form. Okay.
Let's do
What the hell is going on? Why is it everywhere that we go? Damn near any time that we move, there's something coming to try and kill us. Do we just not get to rest? We just need to stay up? What is going on?
I blame the bard.
We Well, I mean, Seth, do you know what this thing is?
A giant two-headed piece of crap? I don't know. I don't know where it came from.
Dead.
I honestly don't know what it is.
Also, we might need to dig another hole.
Oh,
That'll
Ah,
take 2
jeez.
days.
I am not dealing with an undead giant. We need to get on this now.
Okay. Can I at least heal Thatcher first? I mean, I feel kind of bad for you, buddy. You got holes in places you shouldn't. I mean, unless you started with those holes. I don't know.
I did not. Thank you, friend.
Okay. I'll go ahead and heal you really quick with my healing word.
And then I'm gonna basically start going in there, looking at the giant, seeing if there's anything on him, any type of loot or some sort of really anything. I'm just gonna look for him.
I'm just
everybody go ahead and roll a perception check while we're doing all
mindlessly
this.
staring at his head.
There's another giant.
I got a 10.
19.
Okay.
5.
Zealous
16.
and Sorsha, you hear
20.
horse hooves. Oh, and Jovian, you all hear horse hooves approaching, like 3 or more sets of horses. That's probably a good place to take our break for the night.
Okay.
Quick 8-minute break.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
sweet baby Jesus.
8.5 minutes. Everybody, appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. We will be back from this break in about, like I said, 8.5 minutes. See you guys soon.
All right. So as you guys are standing over the dead two-headed giant, you hear hooves approaching you. Seem to be at a moderate pace, and suddenly there's a torch lit. There's one of the riders in front holding a torch. There are 4 men in armor riding war horses. And kind of sandwiched in between them is a noble lady towards the back, and the horses are walking up towards you. And they look at the dead giant, and the 2 in front seem somewhat impressed. They get to where they can see fairly easily, and then one rider on horse circles around, comes over towards you.
I am
Good evening.
fully on guard.
I think
What
we
are-
all are.
I can't hear anybody right now.
Oh,
Hang on just a second.
Can you hear us?
Hang on.
Mhm.
Good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening as well.
We've had some interesting activities already tonight.
To say the least.
Hops off his horse, looks at the dead giant. What brings you out here?
Considering everything that we've been through, maybe we need to figure out who you are first. What brings you out here?
I serve the Baron.
One more time?
I serve the Baron.
Oh,
The
Okay.
Baron. This is the barony. This whole colony. So the Baron is the one who manages the whole colony.
they
Okay.
sound important.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
We're on our way
well,
to.
And you can see by his livery. His livery matches up with what he's saying.
Mhm. The war horses, the carriage. Yep.
There's no carriage. There's 4 horses. There are 4 war horses, and you see a looks to be a noblewoman riding an unarmored horse.
Oh, okay.
just trying to find shelter.
It seems we cannot escape danger.
A few times. We've just been coming south, and the further south we go, the more problems we seem to run into. And
Sure.
you're coming from the south now, so
No, they're coming from the west.
from the west is it? So forgive us if we're a little bit on guard with everybody that we come across.
All right, you're new to this, aren't you?
You can say that.
You're a Galtupin, aren't you? Talking to Jovian.
A Galtupin?
That's your. I mean, you're not really from the kingdom of Galtupo, but you're
Oh, from the
culturally
right.
you're more of a Galtupin than anything else.
Yes, from the small village of Alma.
I can't say I've heard of that, but is it
Not
near
many,
here?
no. It's quite a ways.
Why were you all? You're heading south. Have you not heard about what's been going on?
What's been going on?
We're about to find
Goblin
out, apparently.
raid. You've heard of it. I mean, especially
Yeah.
Jovian and Sorcerer. You know of the Goblin raid. You've all heard of it.
Yes.
Goblin raids, and the guy at the torch looks over and are those graves freshly dug?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
They all look a little bit more suspiciously. Were you The ones who dug them?
We were putting some undead to rest. You can dig them up if you want. I wouldn't recommend. You'll anger the gods.
No, when you talk, they kind of hold the torch up and see your emblem. No, you put them in the ground, Father.
It was a collective effort, but yes, they had their last rites.
I appreciate that. If you all don't mind, we would stay here for the night. Safety in numbers and all that.
A few war horses on our side wouldn't necessarily be bad, so can't really complain about that. But we do need to figure out a way to get rid of this giant body so that we don't have to deal with an undead giant. It was already hard enough having to kill this one. And the others, I don't want to have to deal with this one again.
I think I figured it out. Okay, I haven't done this before, but if we do a prayer with the emblem and I try to talk to the goddess or whatever, and we set a fire for it, they might accept the body and we don't have to do all the work, probably.
Klimish?
Yeah. We'll try that.
The less digging, the better.
The two of them
I
look
agree.
at each other.
My hands are tired.
Look at you all. Look at the graves, and then look at the size of the giant. They look over to the lady on the horse. It's worth a try.
Before he obviously lights this body on fire and we don't get to really, when I was looking through the body before the before the war horses and everybody showed up, did I end up finding anything on the giant's body?
Yes. Are you ready to copy?
Oh, let's go. All right. Let's go. All right. What do we got?
1,897 copper pieces.
Oh.
1,031 silver pieces.
Oh.
Like it.
79 gold pieces.
Yeah.
A potion. A blue jasper gemstone. A little gemstone's bluish white moonstone.
One more time?
A moonstone.
Moonstone?
Yep. A bluish white gemstone. A star rose quartz. It's a quartz, a little star-like. There's impurity really in the center, but it looks kind of cool. A chrysoprase. Chrysoprase. It's a translucent green stone. And then a black and white onyx.
It's quite a haul there.
Okay.
Did I find any were the weapons anything special that we might want to keep around? Maybe the big old great axe or club
No,
thing
'cause-
maybe we can give to Thatcher?
No, this thing was like 15 feet tall. There's no way.
Okay.
Swinging around a tree trunk.
It's a
You
hell
guys
of
are
a-
going through this. I mean, you didn't get to look through the treasure when they were approaching, so you're looking through it now. They seem wholly uninterested in whatever you're pulling. I mean, they're kind of like, "Oh, what'd you get?" But they don't seem to be like making any sort of claim on what you have.
Oh, no taxation. Lovely.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this to myself. Or at least for the party. But I would rather not get taxed on what we just have. I'll tell you guys what we got later.
They
Now you can
their
go
horses
ahead and
up.
burn the bodies, Alice.
There's one of them tends to the horses. They take all their armor and saddles off all the horses. Not armor, but all the livery off the horses. Hobble one horse. Jovian probably understand what's going on, but they
I probably do
those
as
of you,
well.
yeah. So they tie together the front legs of one horse, and you guys figure he's the lead stallion, and as long as he can't go very far, the rest of the horses won't go very far. They're not really tied up. There's just one who can't go very far, and the rest stick around him. And the one guy starts caring for everyone's armor. Zealous, you guys go ahead and the men at arms help you put a pretty good spread of wood down, and then you hack the body up into pieces, put it back on the pyre you've built.
Fire.
They have some oil they donate to get the wood coated pretty well. Zealous says his ceremony, says some words, and then either
Mistakenly,
fire
probably.
or prestidigitation. You know enough to know how to say it right. And go ahead.
When they were getting off their horses, did somebody help the?
Yes, the oldest guy
somebody
there.
helped her out.
Guy,
Okay.
yeah, but she seems pretty capable on the horses. She's not riding side saddle. She's riding like she knows what she seems to be familiar with the horse. She's hanging back.
The gentleman.
The fire goes up and it burns pretty effectively and doesn't completely destroy the body, but it's it seems to be between your ceremony and the fire. It's not going to spontaneously rise up as undead. If the necromancer really wanted to, he'd probably come by and animate the bones as a skeleton, but at least you're not gonna spontaneously rise up.
Okay. That'll work for the gods.
Thank goodness we won't have to worry about that.
Just
I
realized
like
we didn't
this
have to dig
plan
all the
better.
other holes.
Absolutely. I second that. No more digging. Constant cremation.
oldest
Now you
one-
can
Burn
just
everything.
build the rest of the fires.
That is
the oldest
fine.
one-
That is a lot better than digging a hole.
You can tell there's one guy who's a few years older than everyone else, seems to be the one in charge. He approaches the party. Who here is in charge? Who's your leader?
We don't really have one.
Are you
Just majority
Yeah, just
vote.
got here.
Are we what?
Are you planning on keeping a watch?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well, we'll have men on guard also.
That'll be helpful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I think we can hazard a campfire. I don't think between all of us, there's a chance of us running into something we can't handle is small.
And I'll
Would you object?
no, we can. I'll hit Druidcraft again, light up fire and a decent sized one, and then we can. Everybody sits around the campfire and we can swap stories.
While you're sitting around the campfire, the noblewoman kind of walks over to Steph. You're a dragonborn with a lute.
I am.
There was a dragonborn minstrel who was chased out of Shantae for insulting the Baron. You wouldn't have to be him, would you?
I can't say that I was. Where was this located?
This is where you got chased out of. It's the capital city. You got chased out of there for insulting the Baron.
Excellent. I would like to use a deception check.
Go ahead.
We're fucked.
19.
Everybody.
19.
Oh,
19.
great.
Okay. So there was another gold dragonborn who insulted the Baron, called him a weak-willed debutante. Is that dilettante? I can't remember. Was it debutante or dilettante? She's asking her guards. It was a dilettante lady.
Debutante.
As far as I know, I believe so. The last time I checked, because for myself, at least out of the Golden Dragonborn clan, it was myself and 2 others that chose to go into entertainment. So it could have been one of the others. I haven't been in contact with them in a while, so
Just yes, because we're fairly isolated out here. And she kind of
Mhm.
smiles wryly, and you can tell she knows.
She's
Yeah.
fucking with us.
The guards all seem to be pretty surly with you now, but she doesn't really seem to be that upset.
Well, I am sorry that the Baron was offended by one of my kind, but at least for where I stand, you know, I have no ill will. I'm just an entertainer who enjoys to play to the crowds.
Hmm.
No.
And if you were to been the one to insult him, would you own up to it? Are you courageous enough for that?
No, more or less. I mean, for me, like I said, I have no ill will behind it. So I have no problem with that whatsoever.
Have you heard of the songs that were sung about him?
I have not. I can't say that I have.
Do you know the Baron by reputation?
Um,
I kind
I
of
mean his
I look at him and I want to stop. Can I try and divert the conversation? Because
Sure,
obviously I see that he's sticking his foot deep in his freaking mouth right now.
sure, you go right ahead.
What am I rolling for or
Just, what are you
persuasion?
gonna say? What are you gonna say?
Speaking of the battle, what brings you all up here? These fine war horses and a noble woman such as yourself. What brings you into these isolated forests?
We're the older guys. We're here hunting goblins, and you can see specks of blood all over his armor. He looks kind of like the paladins you met earlier. You can kind of tell they've been, you know, riding through and just wreaking havoc.
So it seems that we've been fighting the same foe. We fought goblins. You fought goblins. It seems to be pretty clear that we're on the same side. And I know my friend here is a little chattery and sort of all over the place, but he's been that way since we met him. He's been through a lot. He had to run away from undead, had to fight a 15-foot tall giant, and now he's being essentially interrogated by the Baron's. He seems to be all over the place. Don't mind him too much. I'm sure whichever golden dragonborn that he was describing was what you were looking for. For him, he was just abandoned by another team of his, and we've brought him along with us.
The guard kind of leans into you. Have you been to Shantae?
Have I
That's
been
the city.
Shanta?
Yeah, that's the town you're at. You were up there just to drop off the kid
Oh,
and left.
yes, we were actually just there not too long ago. That's where we're
And
actually coming from.
How many Dragonborn did you see there?
Well, we were only there for a brief moment.
Did you see
Not
any?
a whole lot of time to be able to find out whether or not the Dragonborn was
You
there.
really want me to believe there's more than one golden Dragonborn running around here?
We haven't
Well,
seen
you're
enough.
seeing one elf,
the
two elves.
lady puts her hand on his arms like, Tomas, it's all right, it's all right. He kind of sits back against the wall.
Oh,
She seems more amused by it than anyone else, around the campfire.
well, since we're here, would anybody like some sort of a drink, or do you have any food that you can possibly spare?
Yes, of course. Sami, would you please go get some food we can share? And he goes over, and they have a pack mule too. I didn't put on the board, but they break out a little spread of, there's cheese and bread and a little bit of sausage. She has some wine. They have some. She has her own bottle of wine. It's pretty nice. They have a lesser wine that they share with you, and the guards all have.
Mm.
It's a much better meal than what you've been having the last day or two. It's not hot, but it's quite good, and the sausage is very good. They have a little bit of dried fruit, and it's really nice
I
meal for
I
for
take a
venturing.
I take a piece of the sausage that was given to me, and I give it to Tala.
Okay. They're all kind of interested in your wolf. Oh, where did you find that beast?
Well, Tala, we found, oddly enough, near this village. We had come here, and we were asked by Sir Sergio if we can help find a child, and Tala here was defending said child. We took him back, and Tala seemed a little worse for wear. Brought her along, and she's been with us ever since. She's still growing. She's going to be a lot bigger than we anticipated, but so far, she's been a valuable asset to us.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Let's see. 14.
17.
Everybody else, go ahead and roll one too. What's that?
I got 17.
As soon as he says Sir Sergio, the leader and the noble lady's face kind of show they're impressed. They're not trying to hide anything. It's just a matter of what you see around the campfire. Not like you're not trying to read their emotion. You're trying to actually. This is just to see if you actually pick up on the fact they're like, they don't try to hide anything. But they're kind of impressed by the fact that you know Sir Sergio, or that you've met him. And
Is Sir Sergio, is he familiar to you?
oh yes, of course. We all live in Shantae, and anyone who spends much time in Shantae knows of Sir Sergio. At least knows of him that doesn't know him. Tomas says he's a brave man. Great benefit to the colony. What's that?
He was very honorable,
Yes.
respectful.
So if you are from Shantae, and you are coming from the south, if you don't
They're
mind
coming
me
from the
asking. Oh, if you're coming from the west, may I ask, what from the west are you coming from if you're from Shantae?
As soon as we got word of the goblin attacks, we rode out doing what we could. We've been going back and forth, fighting where we could, trying to save those we could.
So they are more than just down south?
This was a large raid. More than almost an invasion, but goblins are not good planners. They're not. If they had more cooperation, more tactical ability, it would be quite the threat. The numbers they have, but this is the most coordinated attack they've had in decades that I know, at least. It was unimpressive for the numbers they had, but a lot of what they attacked were defenseless villages, so of course it caused a great deal of chaos happening.
Have these goblin raids been happening just recently, or is this a reoccurring thing?
Oh no, nothing like this has happened before.
Hmm.
You might always have a goblin raid 2 or 3 times a year. 20, 30 goblins, but this was, when it comes down to it, there are probably hundreds across the whole colony.
Do you happen to know if they have a leader?
I wouldn't call it a leader. There's sure to be some sort of rabble rouser or someone worshiping one of their gods or one of the forbidden gods, riled them up and launched them out. I hope that we've been able to cut their numbers enough that they won't be able to do this sort of thing again for a long, long while.
But how long have you been at this?
Oh, just the last couple of days since it started. We're not the only ones out here. The Golden Blades have been for Sergio's order. They were out here. That's where you met them, out here. Trying to help people. The Baron's forces have been deployed. Some had to stay back and defend Shantae. Many have come out this way.
I look over at Seth. Do you play this unconsciously?
I do. It's a habit. It helps with storytelling. And you guys are telling stories, so I feel it's nice. I can stop.
I mean, it's soothing at times, but...
I'm gonna break
Sorry,
it.
it's what I do.
Zealous, no need to break the loot, Zealous. We can...
You're right. We can break the bard.
I like to do a performance role. Just to calm the tense nervousness coming from Zealous. My goodness. Zealous, were you not hugged as a child? It's all jokes. It's all jokes, so I don't mean anything by it.
Make little sparks come out of my hand. Come here and give me a hug, bud.
That's okay.
Actually,
I'll hug you from a distance. I was once told that you must love people from the distance at times, and I will do so concurrently.
Oh.
I don't know what the problem is, Zealous. I kind of like this guy.
Really? He's growing on you?
Yeah.
It's like a bad fungus growing, I think.
If Gray was enough to be able to forgive, the bard has given me no problems.
Forgive? What do you mean?
Noble lady.
Fair point.
She says, if you'll excuse me, I think I'm going to head off to bed. And she stands, and all the other guards stand as soon as she stands up.
Solomon will stand at the
You would all
as
know
well.
Yeah. Stand where she
I will
stands.
stand.
Oh.
She walks a ways away, and the older guy goes with her for a moment, and she says a few things to him, and then they have a tent set up for her. She goes, it's not a big tent, but it's nicer than anything you guys have. And she goes and lies down.
Is she close enough to where we can maybe hear what she told the old man?
You can try and roll a perception check. It's going to be hard.
Can we all do it?
Yeah. Wait, hang on a second.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
23.
23.
Okay.
Not really
You
whispering.
all-
Ears perk up.
She kind of whispers and says, "I want to know if that is the same bard. It's gotta be. Don't. I'm not angry. I just want to know." And she goes back to her tent. So pretty much everybody heard what she told them. Did you all hear what I said? Or was I too soft?
Not a little
Absolutely
too
not.
soft.
Okay.
It's like I never knew
heard
a
it.
23 would be that
But
quiet.
Solomon didn't hear it. He was too infatuated by her.
Oh,
Solomon, you dog.
I look at
Can I
Seth.
roll a perception check?
You definitely dodged a bullet there, my friend. Or
Well,
dodged, or
Dodged
maybe
an
not a bullet.
arrow.
But you dodged an arrow there, my friend.
I may have dodged a bullet, but I don't know. Something tells me she wasn't that upset.
Could it be a possibility that she is not too fond of the Baron? Maybe why she wasn't as upset.
I don't know. All I know is the people that are around her
That are still
Or-
around dust.
that are
Yeah,
still around
there are
us.
there are guards sitting right there around the campfire.
Let's
What arrows? You were talking arrows? Arrows. Arrows.
You're
We've
flying
taken a
through
couple of
the
arrow
woods.
shots before. Yes.
The youngest one
Shut up.
says, "Lady Adeline is quite fair to Baron." She and Thomas says, "Myron, that's enough. That's enough."
I did not hear that.
So, which way are you all heading? This is the older guy talking to you. Which way would you be heading in the morning?
Well,
We are still heading south, yes?
south to the lake, I do believe.
Going into the belly of the beast?
towards Talico.
Yep.
Is Talico south or is that
Yeah, Telico Texas is pretty much due south.
towards Talico Taxila?
What? I've heard that before. What is that?
It's a forgotten temple, as I was told.
Oh, so you're not
Has been
looking for the goblin stronghold? Or
Is that where it is?
I
We are
don't
not.
know. If we knew, we would be there now.
we were just told about undead that have started to overtake the temple and they need cleared out.
Oh, well,
Could they be
good luck
connected?
with that.
You said you have people all over. Do you not have people down south looking?
Not that far. Telico Jackson, now that you mention it, it's more of a rumor than a place.
I look over at Zealous. A rumor. Are we going on a wild goose chase?
Probably not.
You
I
know,
left
this
the
is something
property.
from the Dwarven Age or Silver Age. This is like over 1,000 years ago. So you know that you can be sure that it existed, but where it is, it's hard for you to find it very easily. At least but it's not not like Atlantis. It's more like
Ohio. It probably exists, but we don't know.
it's more like Lost County, Jamestown, or something.
Roanoke.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yes, that's where we are headed, but would it be a possibility that we can get some help with this?
Oh no, we have other duties we must attend to. Our lady wants to get back.
Damn it, Salazar.
Sorry. It's a habit. I'll put it away.
Well,
Well,
you were heading back to the capital city from here, yes?
we're going to go east for another day or two and then head back.
Hmm.
See if there's any more goblins out there. We have not run into many.
What would you do?
What's that?
What do you plan to do if you find more in that
Kill them.
direction?
Kill them.
And if they keep coming?
Keep killing them.
Solid plan. I like it.
And I look over at Zealous and Thatcher. Well, we've been dealing with a lot, but we could always lend a helping hand once we're done with what we need to do over at the temple. If we can help out in any way, because these goblins are going to be a pest. And the more that we have to deal with, the more that they have to deal with, the worse it's going to be for everybody involved.
We'll just kill all the goblins that are on the route. And
then I
if we
look
find that
over.
stronghold, then we can.
If we find this stronghold, is there anything that you would advise us to do?
Burn it to the ground after you kill all the goblins.
Cremation.
Goblins are not builders. They're not planners.
Hmm.
When they launched this attack, I hesitate to call it an invasion, but I think that was their goal. It failed, of course. They can't take Shantae. They're not going to take the Citadel, certainly.
Hmm.
They don't
But
have the.
To have so much happen at one time, the occurrence of multiple things, there's coincidence and there's correlation.
Oh, I have no doubt there is some sort of leader who inspired them to inspired probably a half dozen tribes to come together and launch a giant raid.
Which is impressive and fearful at the same time, and that says there's some semblance of strategy.
Oh yes, the goblins themselves have no strategy, but there are exceptional beings among them who work with what they have.
What kind
You
of
could
beings
have-
are you talking about?
Oh, just like they're exceptional heroes and kings among humans and elves and dwarves. They lead great armies. If you had the greatest king of any of the ages lead goblins, it would lead to a short incursion. It would wreak all kinds of devastation, but would not create a lasting kingdom because they're goblins.
Do you happen to know if these villages that have been targeted have been planned?
Not as far as I can tell. The goblins seem to have just been running over the land, killing whatever they could. That's doing what they normally do, just in greater numbers.
There doesn't seem to be any pattern or anything.
No, they're the goblin raids are like all the other goblin raids. They've gone a little longer and a little deeper, but no real strategy. Just greater numbers this time. Much greater numbers, but
These goblins
a little
seem to be
different.
pawns for another. We know that they're not organized, and yet the numbers show otherwise. There's definitely a higher power at hand here that has a plan for all of this. These goblins are not just there by
a higher
chance.
power or a lower power.
Probably a lower power.
We will
And
definitely
again,
be
the gods
keeping
work
an eye
in
on
mysterious ways.
that is
Well,
very true.
Tricks.
I'm off to bed also. You're a druid, is that right?
I am.
Is it going to rain later tonight?
I cast Druidcraft to find out if it's going to rain.
No.
No. Clear skies.
Praise Gaia. Henri, you have first watch. Sami, sorry, mine. You got Dead Man's Watch. Wakes me up an hour before the sun rises. Good night, all.
Good night to you.
He
Good
night.
wanders off. Myron wanders off.
Sure.
Henri and Sami talks a little bit, and then Sammy wanders off. They're not standing around; they're all in bed. But so Henri, he's standing. He's not sitting around the camera. He's standing up and watching around. He seems the guys all seem pretty disciplined. You all pretty new at this?
Yes, I am at least.
Is it obvious?
Somewhat. I can see you don't.
I can tell you I have.
What's that?
I can tell you I don't know what I'm doing. I just
We know.
entertain. Oh, zealous,
you-
you and your wit.
You did bring a lute to fight goblins, so I don't know what that says, but
Well, he can always lull them to sleep. That has worked before, I have heard.
It can. And then we can have Thatcher hit him with an axe.
you said there were 2 other gold dragonborns who were
Oh, fuck.
entertainers like you.
I'll use a persuasion check.
For what are you trying to persuade him of?
Persuade him that I don't really know much information about the other 2.
Okay, go ahead and roll. It's actually deception. It's a deception check. You just made these guys up.
Okay.
Or did he?
Well, he really doesn't know much about them. He just made them up.
Okay. Well, the initial persuasion check I did was 26. But you said it was deception?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. 25.
So you come up with some pretty good names of the 2 guys. Have they been in Komsu very long?
I'm sorry, one more time?
Have they been in the colony very long?
Not that I can think of, no. But like I said, I don't know much information on them. I've been trying to figure out what they're doing because, to be honest, they're actually cutting into my line of work. But, you know, I mean, the more the merrier. Maybe we should start a band one day. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure Zealous would be overjoyed.
I heard the Baron.
Zealous, how
Why
can you
no.
take it?
I hope that never reaches me. I mean, yes, I would love to come.
You heard what the song was that
knew
made the
you'd
Baron
be-
so upset?
One more time, Bill.
Have you heard what the song was that made the Baron so upset?
Oh no, what was it?
I've not-
I'm asking the Dragonborn there.
I have not actually, no.
Hmm.
I've heard rumors of it, but I don't know the details of the song.
Now, for the record, the song that you composed and sang that got the Baron so upset was talking about his, weak chin and his vaguely you barely disguised threats of or insults of cowardice and ineptitude, that sort of thing. It's a very catchy song. People like the song, even if people didn't dislike the Baron liked the song. It was like a very catchy tune. So the Baron caught wind of it, and then you had to flee town fairly quickly. You were afraid what might happen
It's
to
a
you.
medieval diss track.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Hear ye,
First
hear
it was
ye.
God.
No.
And you guys, pretty much everyone who's been in, maybe not Sorsha and Jovian, but everyone else who's spent more than a little bit in town have heard at least snippets of it. So you're all fairly familiar with it.
Just townsfolk have been singing it.
Yeah.
It's so catchy, apparently.
They're
Sounds
not
like
like
a real
us. They're
gem.
not like us. They're not like us.
Who wouldn't want to own up to this song? I couldn't imagine.
You know, that's a good question. It's probably one of those ghostwriters, if I'm not mistaken.
Everybody else can roll an insight check, see if you guys all have figured out that Seth is the one who wrote the song.
Oh yeah. No.
You say insight?
Yes.
Got 14.
18.
Not at all. 4.
25.
Okay.
He's
tell
the
us,
he's
you're-
he's the first Dragonborn I've
people.
ever seen, and there's more. What?
tell us you know for a fact Seth's the one who wrote the song. And Julian,
yeah.
you're pretty sure.
Seth being on the run comes up, and then just so happens a Dragonborn is also on the run too. What are the odds?
And you heard
That's
somebody
okay.
describe his clothing before you left town, and he matches everything about him matches perfectly. So you know that it's
The fun.
He
Yes,
didn't
Seth, tell me
think,
the
he didn't think
rumors
to
about
change
the
his
song.
clothes, did he?
it's not like he has 4 or 5 sets of clothes. He might have maybe a change of socks. He's got one pair of clothes. He's interchangeable. He might have two sets of clothes, but that's about it. Most you only have one set of clothes you wear. You wash them and then put them back on as soon as you can dry them.
Mhm.
After a while, they change out the watch. I assume it's a few hours later, so it's towards the middle of the night. Is who's on watch around midnight?
I will try to get my sleep since I got messed up.
I'll do
I
the grave
guess-
hours.
Yeah, I'll take it early morning.
Okay.
So
Time to rest up.
Who's going to be on watch with Sammy?
I guess I will.
Okay.
Before Jorvian goes to rest, I'd like to talk to him
Okay.
to discuss what the giant was saying prior to coming
Okay.
coming in our direction. Yes.
Okay.
I think it's
Prior to
Sorcerer that
killing
heard
him.
him.
Was it Joshua?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she heard the best.
Okay. Then in that case, yeah, I'd like to talk to Sorsha really quick
Okay.
about what
Yes.
she heard.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Okay. So if I recall, I mean, I couldn't hear it as clearly, but if I recall, what was the giant saying before we, sent him off to the afterlife?
Well, he
Do you
was
recall?
saying he's very hungry and hadn't eaten in a long time, and that he smelled elf.
Didn't he name someone?
I don't remember. Did he?
He said something about the bugbear being in charge of the goblins.
Blood bear.
You all would
Bugbear.
know
Bugbear.
a bugbear is a type of goblins. There are 3 goblinoid types, main ones. Goblins, which are the small 3-foot little, orange-skinned rabble rousers, which aren't a big threat individually, but they're the ones they just overwhelm you with numbers. Hobgoblins, which are 6 foot tall, highly disciplined, highly organized. They're actually one of the civilized races. They're evil, but they're a civilized race. Have their own kingdoms. And they have goblin slaves. And then there's bugbears, which are even bigger, hairy. They look very little like the other two. They're kind of like shorter, chubbier Wookiees, but really evil tempered and not disciplined at all.
Mm.
So you have hobgoblins, which are highly disciplined, highly organized, militaristic. Goblins, which are hordes, and then bugbears, which are individual beings of evil chaos.
Well, he
Mm.
mentioned a bugbear.
Interesting. Okay,
Agreed.
just wanted to be sure. All right, well, I will be off to rest. We'll see you in the morning.
Does it mean anything to you?
It's just something I was trying to remember from my prior group, but as of right now, it slips my mind.
Prior group. Okay.
Mhm.
The 2 other dragonborns.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Seven.
Yeah. You don't get anything off of that.
That's fair.
All right. So is anyone up? Who was up during the second watch, if anyone?
I'll take the, or can I basically get Tala to stay on watch?
Kind of. She's
Alright,
still
well,
just a wolf. She's not. I mean,
She'll probably
He's kind of-
follow you.
yeah, I'll take the second watch with Tala.
okay. Do you want to ask this guard anything?
Other than what you guys have seen so far, has there anything out of the ordinary? Obviously, these goblins have been in great numbers, a lot more of a pest than they normally are. But is there anything that you've seen that has just been out of the ordinary when it comes to them, to what you've seen?
No, not really. What? You say you met your bard friend out here in the wilderness?
Well, yes, he
This isn't really
was,
wilderness, but
as
during
we
the raid.
were as we were coming down, he just so happened to be running from the undead that we encountered here earlier.
You haven't. You know where he was before that?
He said he was with a group and they couldn't take care of him anymore, and he left, and here he is now. Not so much more information has been shared about this group, but again, this is where he is now, and so far, minus Zealous, it's been pretty good for what we've had so far. But nay, he hasn't been given too much information, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't be giving information to people that I just met as well.
I suppose. Seems like a nice enough fellow.
He does.
Never met a dragonborn before. They're pretty rare.
It's the first here as well. But it's not. It's the first one that I have seen, but I've heard stories of more.
Oh,
In the library of Alma, where I'm from, countless stories of different species, different races, different people over time. Dragonborns have.
almost too small to have an actual library.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Libraries
heard
are
some.
private things. So.
Yeah, heard some stories from
Yeah.
a former master of mine.
All right. Who has the watch, like from like 3:30 to just before sunrise, or 3:30 to 5:30 or so?
Somebody should wake up Thatcher. I cannot sleep with that snoring.
I was going to take the last watch because I'm the one
Last
that
watch?
actually needs the heal. Yeah.
Okay, who's got the next to last watch?
I'll take it.
Seth's taking it.
So,
Or Zealous?
yeah.
Someone should have went with
All
him.
right. So you find yourself paired up with the youngest member of the guards.
Hmm.
Ah, you're Seth?
Yeah, I am.
Ah, Myron. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Marin. So, what made you want to become a part of the guard?
I don't know. Kind of chance to go out and do some good.
Hmm.
Serve the Baron
Good.
in some way, at least.
How do you mean?
Well, not serving the Baron directly, but his sister's, pretty important part.
That's the Baron's sister.
Oh, don't. I'm not sure I'm supposed to say anything. Don't tell him I told you that.
Don't worry, your secret is safe with me.
Oh,
Well, I'm sure she's in good hands with all of you, especially the older gentleman. He seems very on point with everything he's doing.
I'd feel safer with her around than anybody else.
Really? Why do you say this?
She's a sorceress.
You don't say.
Yeah,
That makes sense why she seems so calm out here.
yeah. I've seen her do things that make my skin crawl. She's got all kinds of powers.
Wow. Do you mind sharing what those powers are? Or is that above pay grade?
I, she's shooting blasts of ice, and then she can like make areas turn dark, and she can still see what's going on. And I don't know. It's
That is incredible. You must have been working at this for a long time then.
no. This is just in the last few days.
That's it?
Yeah,
How did she become so powerful in only a few days?
that's what I've seen. She's been at this for a while.
Oh, got it. That's incredible though. Oh,
Do you have
but
magical
why?
ability?
So
You're a bard, aren't you?
yeah, my mostly my magic ability is just healing people, making people feel good, that sort of thing.
That's good.
Yeah, where I used to be, a lot of people tended to get hurt a lot, and not at my fault, but I always wanted to make sure that they were at least safe. Fighting wasn't necessarily a strong suit of mine, but I was very good at making sure everyone at least felt good in any situation. So
That's pretty handy.
yeah, plus, sometimes when morale is low, you tell a funny story and all of a sudden everyone forgets their worries.
You're pretty good at telling stories.
A little bit. I usually had growing up when I was with my family, I used to tell funny stories and I love changing my accent around just so then it can add depth to the story. But I haven't done that in quite some time. But yeah. I'll give you an example. There was a story of this gentleman who was working with my father once. Very, very serious man. Um, my father always tried being on the lighter end. He used to work as a blacksmith, but he used to be at the lighter end of trying to make sure everyone got what they needed and everyone was satisfied. And this man came in, and for some reason, it looked like he got into some brawl. And every time he was opening his mouth, I told you that I wanted to have this axe to be sold the way that I wanted it to be. I was young and I thought it was hilarious. My father used to scold me about it, but I just couldn't help myself. And ever since then, I just started mimicking him. I can tell you we ended up only making about half that day on the services we sold, though. That's all right. So that's as an example of like stupid stories, just stuff that usually make people laugh.
Poking fun at people can be good sometimes, though.
Yeah, it can be, especially in these times.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind me asking, why is it that you guys chose to ride east?
That's where there's didn't think there were any villages south of here, so we rode down just to the populated areas. That was our.
Okay.
We knew where the goblins were, where their stronghold, if they have one, or where they're concentrated. We'd go there. But
It's just sporadic though.
as far as we can tell, I haven't seen anything.
Hmm.
The few goblins we've captured alive didn't have much useful information.
Interesting. Oh, I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, you guys have been executing your extermination plan, right?
Best as we can.
Have you guys been holding up well against the goblins?
Oh yeah. With Lady Adeline, Tomas, he's been doing this for a long time. It wasn't really much of a threat.
Mm-hmm.
The goblins, they got us in a couple ambushes, but nothing serious. Nothing we couldn't
Yeah.
handle. We had some healing potions that helped us. Once we can get, if we can get toe to toe with them, they don't stand a chance.
Mhm. What about the giant we faced? Have you guys faced any of that recently, or?
No, we're a couple of ogres, but wasn't too bad.
Okay.
There was
Well,
one troll. I don't know if that was the ogres seemed to be working with the goblins. Trolls seemed to
troll
just
working
kind
with
of
the goblin?
no, it seemed to just be following along in the wake of everything. Just
Mm,
and we found he was eating a couple dead goblins.
I see.
Maybe it was a she. I don't know.
Oh, well, I mean, that tends to happen if you're just trying to find something for yourself, survive,
Yeah.
just try to go with the flow. But it's all right. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point.
All right.
Just wish
Well,
the sun would come because I actually want to get a little bit more shut eye.
yeah, I'm gonna go wake up my boss and catch a little bit of sleep for time to leave.
Sounds good. I'm gonna wake up my new best friend, Zealous. Gotcha.
All right. He goes over and wakes
All
up
right, thank you
Thomas.
again.
And Thatcher. Now you are with the old experienced guard.
Yes.
You're pretty young for this, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I worked the stables most of my life, and a group of orcs attacked my village, and something came over me, and after that they sent me here, said I could do good and help.
Trying to
You,
expand the territory.
yes. So
You're a country
you,
boy, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Tell by your accent, yes.
So you must be a great warrior, in the line of work, and how old you are.
Aye. Fair to middling. We've been at it for a while. I know some tricks.
Anything you could, wisdom you could pass to me to help me with what I have to come.
You have spellcasters with you?
Yes, I think many of them are. It's things I've never seen in my life.
Your job's stay up front, make sure nothing gets past you, let them stay back there and do their thing.
Thank you. I would take that to heart.
How long you known that Dragonborn fella?
Oh, we just met him yesterday. When we entered this village, he was being attacked by the undead.
Is he good at telling stories?
I don't know. He was, like I said, he was only here for a little while, for a day. So the only stories I've heard, you've pretty much heard.
Seems like a musical fellow. You've heard the song that the Baron got so upset about?
I've heard words around town when we were there for the day, but I've not heard the actual song.
It's just as well. Give it that song was never sung again. It's disrespectful.
Yes, I would never say something of that of my lord.
That's good. We need more young men like you, respectful. It's now getting around sunrise. Sun's coming up. Fire kind of goes out. As sun gets higher in the sky, the fog burns off. The guards come around, break out some breakfast for them and their lady, and they share some with you. They have cold bacon and some hard-boiled eggs. Pretty good campfire breakfast.
I'll pull out my spices and say and offer for it. For thank you for your hospitality. If you would like to use some.
Lady Adelaine kind of takes a look at your spice box, and she's quite impressed. Where did you get this, my son?
It was given to me on my journey here when I was sent by my lord. Sir Alabaster.
You must have done quite well. It's impressive.
From what I'm told, I took out many orcs that were attacking my village. I do not remember. It was all a fog.
Well, you should be proud of yourself.
He'll give a slight bow and thank you.
As you're eating, she kind of looks around. She looks over at you, Sorsha. You're not from around here, are you?
Not quite.
Are you a caster?
Yes.
Are you registered?
Yes.
And you, Bard, are you registered?
From the last I checked, yes. I believe my registration is still good.
Just wondering. She looks over at the charred bones of the Etten. You all are quite impressive. If you are in town again, you can come by the Citadel, ask for Lady Adelaine. Maybe I'll have time for an audience with you. Interesting to hear what you find south of here.
DM, would we know the name Lady Adeline?
Yeah, it's the Baron's sister.
Just by. Yep. She's openly admitted it. I was just making sure.
If we make it back, which we hope
Would
we
we know
will.
she's a sorceress?
Thank you.
Yeah, you would know she's a sorceress.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
we must get going. Wish you all good luck. Try to stay alive.
You as well.
They mount up rather. They break camp rather quickly. They've done it, a bunch of times before. And they head west, and leave you guys to continue your journey south. Somebody go ahead and roll me a d6. Either roll it in Foundry or
1.
okay. Your first
That
day,
tracks.
you go without incident, and you travel through. As you're going further south, the woods get more and more wild. You can tell you're getting further and further away from civilization. You spend one night in the forest without incident, and then what was the next one?
I can roll the next one. Nope.
You go a further day without incident, and you're getting towards the end of the day, and you come upon a site of a large lake, and it's smooth as glass, and you're pretty
Okay.
sure you're in the right spot. After 3 days travel now, you've made it to where you believe you're supposed to be. It's getting towards evening. The sun is getting ready to set. It's still light. You know you have a few days to spend here before you're supposed to be able to tell where Telecotaxa is. You're not sure exactly how you know they're supposed to know that, but you know you are supposed to know that. And out on the lake, through the fog, you can hear the sound of some beautiful singing.
Oh, fuck.
Several voices singing very beautifully. And that's where we'll stop for the night.
Damn it. Oh, we're about to deal with crazy mermaids.
No, we
Sirens are
sacrificed the
here.
bard.
Or sorry, yeah.
My people. My people.
Time to
Ladies
rap
and
battle.
gentlemen who've been hanging out with us this night, appreciate you guys hanging out with us for session 2 of the Sable Knights and Botched Initiative. Once again, be back with us next week on Wednesday here on Jaffo's TV. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, let everybody know what's going on at these hilarious adventures that we'll be going through for this campaign. So once again, appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys again next week. Until then, stay safe. Love y'all. See you later.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
See ya.
Good night, all.